Hello, everyone. Hi, Natasha. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, everyone. We've got everyone in right now. So, Sandra, great to see you, and Melanie. Thanks, Morgan. Great to see you, and MK and Lorraine. Awesome. Jen and Heather and Jill. Awesome for everyone to join this Sunday for this class. Lane, great to see you again. So today we will be doing yoga, and we will be using our mats. If you don't have a mat, feel free to use a blanket or a towel. If at any point you feel that you need to, find a resting pose, taking Shavasana or taking child's pose, really making sure you're looking after your body today and what you need. So just making sure that this is the practice that will best suit your needs and how you're feeling and your energy levels today. So for everyone, that will look a little different. So just adjusting where you see fit. Rachel, great to see you. To start, we will just come into a cross-legged position. So you can cross your legs. You can also do this laying down if that feels best. We'll start just by rocking side to side, really finding your sit bones, really rooting into the earth there. Rolling the shoulders down and back, lifting the pelvic floor, plugging the belly button in, so really drawing the belly button towards the spine to help create a stable base, to help you create a deeper breath. So when our spine is erect and tall, we can breathe in deeper, providing more oxygen to the lungs. Rolling the shoulders down and back, really feeling the openness through the chest. The palms can face up. Closing the eyes if this feels comfortable to you. We'll start by having a big, deep breath in through the nose, filling yourself up. Pausing a moment at the top, feeling the space at the top of the breath before you exhale to release. Feeling that space at the bottom of your breath before you begin to inhale again. And just notice if you're rushing the breath, can you pause and really hold on to that space? Welcome the space of the breath before you exhale, letting the exhales help ground and soften you. Letting the inhales be filled with light and love. Letting the exhales help root you. And just noticing where your mind is this Sunday. Seeing if you can draw it to this present moment. Notice if you've maybe gone to the future or to the past. If you can be here right now in this present moment. Help by drawing the attention to the breath. And then we'll begin with a little bit of imagery today. So imagining a big lake, a big mass of water, maybe an ocean. And at the very top of this water, maybe the waves are rough, maybe it's choppy, there could be whitecaps, there's lots of movement. And as you start going lower and deeper into the lake, really imagining this almost as your being. So at the surface level, there can be commotion and maybe turmoil, there can be conflict and, fear. But as you go deeper into this body of water, there is stillness. So the deeper that you go into yourself, the lower down into the ocean or the deeper into your core and your soul, you will find stillness, finding peace, peace of mind, finding the present moment, taking a big, deep breath filled with that stillness, with the inner peace. Exhale to release. And just noticing when maybe your mind or your body is brought to the surface, is brought into that movement and commotion, can you come back to yourself? Can you sink back down into the stillness? We'll start by a big deep breath in, up, hands overhead. Exhale to flip the palms down. Inhale to take a big deep breath, flipping the palms, lifting up. Flipping the palms, pressing the hands back down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale your biggest breath yet. Exhale to lower. Bringing the hands to heart center, we'll set an intention for our practice. So feeling the thumbs against the heart, maybe a slight tuck of the chin, a bow of the head. Feeling any sort of intention that you would like to set for this practice. So maybe it is something to do with yourself, something to do with a relationship with someone else. Maybe it is the current state of our society. Whatever it is, go inwards. Find something that resonates for you, this practice, during this exact moment. Breathing it in deep through the nose. Fill yourself up. Exhale to release. We'll bring the hands to the knees, finding some cat-cow here, seated. Inhale, pressing the chest forward, and then exhale, round the spine, arching the back. So finding that rhythm and pace. I'll get the music going here as you continue with that movement. Inhale as you press forward, and then exhale to press back, rounding the spine. You might even notice your center of gravity moves back. Inhale to come forward, and then exhale to press back. Taking one more here. And then we'll bring the hands behind the back, really finding a back bend here. So the fingertips are pointed forward, the shoulders are rolled down and back, really pressing through the chest. Gaze can come up towards the sky. And then coming back through seated. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale to forward fold, bringing the hands down to the earth, really feeling the heart drop towards the floor. Walking the hands over towards the right, coming into a side stretch here with the obliques. Exhale, come back through center, shift the hands over to the left. Back through center here, take one grounding breath here. Feel the earth beneath the hands. Walk the hands slowly back to stack the vertebrae on top of one another. Roll the shoulders down and back. We'll rock forward onto the hands, bringing the knees into a tabletop position. The hands can be shoulder distance apart. We'll find some tabletop cat-cow. So the knees are hip distance apart. Spread the hands wide. Inhale, lower the belly down. Gaze comes forward. Roll the shoulders down and back. Exhale, press the hands round the spine. Gaze comes between the thighs. Inhale to lower down, really arching the spine here. Exhale, feel the stretch in the upper portion of the back. Stay with this moment here, stay with the breath. Okay, just turn the music down a little bit. So here we go. We'll now add a little bit more here. So as you inhale, lower the belly down, gaze comes forward, coming into cow. Exhale, press up into cat. This time, shift the hips back, coming into a child's pose. Inhale, wash forward into your cow. Exhale, up into cat. Shift the hips back, find a brief child's pose. Before you inhale to come forward. Beautiful. Exhale, round the spine, shift the hips back. Inhale to come through cat. Exhale, coming through cow. Shift the hips back into child's pose. Beautiful. Coming back through cow and then a neutral spine position. Inhale, the right arm long, bringing the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Lower the right cheek towards the earth. Option to extend that left leg back, toes gripping the earth. Option to rotate that left hand down and back, maybe even gripping the thigh. Stay with the breath here, really root to rise, sweep the arms up overhead, slight back bend here, hands come through heart center. Pause a moment here. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up overhead, slight back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Hanging here a moment, letting the knees bend, letting the head hang heavy. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back into a high plank position. Press into the hands. So the hands looking down at the knuckles. Every knuckle is pressed into the earth, squeezing that core. Is the belly button plugged in? Is the pelvic floor lifted? Rocking slightly forward here. Crown of the head reaches forward. Elbows bend, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shining and lifting the heart here. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll inhale the right leg high this time, coming into three-legged dog, square the hips here. As you exhale, bring the right knee to left elbow, so coming across the body here. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift the leg up high to the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. We'll do it one more time. This time we'll find rock star, so inhale the leg up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Now, option to stay here, option to extend that leg out to the side. The toe, the side of the foot reaches the earth. Lift that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale to lower the hand down. Bend the knee, let it kiss the elbow here before you inhale, lift the leg up towards the sky. Exhale to lower down. Pedal the legs out here. A brief child's pose. Lower the knees, let the body rest. Finding 2 deep breaths here. When you're ready, come through tabletop, curl the toes, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, finding the right elbow, really feeling those hips shift and open towards the right. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick the leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Last one. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. This time, opening that leg up, bringing the side edge of the foot so it reaches the earth. Inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale to lower that hand down. With control, bend the knee so it can kiss the elbow, engage the obliques. Inhale the leg back up, three-legged dog, lower the leg down. This time, walk the feet up to meet the hands, coming into your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, let it all go. Bend the knees, root to rise, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Bringing the hands to the hips. We'll step back with the right foot with our warrior one leg. So the front toes are facing forward, the back feet are on a 45-degree angle. There's about 2 to 3 feet between the legs. Bend into the front knee, hips track forward. Inhale to sweep the arms up overhead, spread the fingertips wide. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale to lift up out of the body. Exhale to forward fold, finding pyramid pose. So both legs are straight or with a micro bend in the knees. Reaching the hands down for the earth or to the leg. Walking the hands over towards the right. Bring both feet so they're parallel to one another, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. We'll walk the hands over to the right foot, finding a stretch here, maybe planting the left hand on the foot or the leg. Inhale to sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale to lower down. Come back through to center. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Really feel The core engaged here. Exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands over to the left foot. Opposite hand on leg. Inhale, sweep the left arm up towards the sky. Maybe even feeling this on the inner thighs. Exhale to lower it down. Walking the hands back through to center. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the hands to the hips. Find that flat back. Really feel the spine muscles engage to protect the entire length of the back. With a slight micro bend in the knees, can you lift leading with the head and that flat back to stack the body on top of one another? Beautiful. Roll the shoulders down and back. Pivot the front foot so it's facing forward. Now in our warrior two legs. Back foot's parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Gaze over the left middle finger. Flip the palms. Inhale, lift the front leg, arms up overhead, gaze comes up at the hands. Flip the palms, exhale, sink down into the front knee. Flip the palms, inhale to lift. Exhale to sink, really feeling that energetic shift as you push the air down. Flip the hands, lift. Flipping the palms, exhale to push. Last one, big deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale the hands to the hips, pivot that back foot, a slight bend, and bring that foot up to the front of the mat. We'll now do the other side, so bringing the left foot back, finding the warrior one leg. So the front foot is tracking forward, back foot's at a 45-degree angles. Roll the shoulders down and back, really targeting that left hip flexor. So that's where you should feel this most. Really almost pressing into that so you can open that side body. Inhale, lift the left, both arms up overhead, spread the fingers wide, maybe even a slight pinky rotation inward. Coming into your breath as you inhale, feel the body lift. As you exhale, feel the body sink. Noticing the energy of the upper body penetrating upwards and the lower body pushing downwards into the earth. Just noticing the subtleties here. Exhale to straighten the front leg. Both legs are straight now. Inhale, lift up out of your pelvis. Grow tall. Come forward with a flat back and then slowly lower the hands down to wherever feels best for you today. Maybe taking that slight micro bend in the knees if that feels best for you. And then when you're ready, slowly walk both hands towards the left. Pivot the foot, so both feet now are parallel to one another. Shift and adjust your stance so you're in a wide-legged forward fold facing the left. We'll bend into the left knee. We'll send the right toes up towards the sky. So you can feel the stretch on the inner thigh here. Really sitting tall and proud here. We'll come inhale to stand tall back into your center. Exhale to sink into that right knee now. The toes face up towards the sky. So kind of balancing right on that heel. Moving with our breath here, we will rotate between the two sides. So let the inhales help you lift. Let the exhales help you transition to the other side. Just like we talked about before with the pause at the beginning and end of the breath, let the pause help you sink and stretch here. Inhale to lift, feeling the pause at the top of the breath before you exhale to sink. When your exhale has run out, see if you can sit here just a little bit more before you inhale again to lift. Feeling that pause in the breath, really noticing the spaces, exhale to sink. When the breath has run out, can you sink even more just in that stillness and silence? Inhale up. Exhale, sink. Inhale up. Exhale, sink. Last one here. Inhale up. Exhale, sink. Inhale up. And then staying here on that exhale. We'll bring the hands to the back. with a flat back. Really engage the spine, all of the muscles, really engage the core. Can you lift all the way up to a standing position? When you get to the top, roll the shoulders down and back, feel the lift of the heart. Pivot the front foot, finding your warrior two legs on the other side. Inhale the arms up to a T, gaze over the right middle finger. Flipping the palms, inhale to lift, stand tall here. Exhale to flip the palms and push, sink. Inhale to lift. Exhale to sink. Inhale to lift. Exhale to sink. One more here. Really fill the lungs up here. Inhale to lift. And exhale to sink. We'll bring the hands to the hips, pivot the back foot, slight step forward, finding your Tadasana. Roll the shoulders down and back, bringing the hands through to heart center. We'll bow forward, coming into our forward fold. Release the hands, bring them down towards the mat. Bring the hands towards the shins. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, stepping into your high plank position. Option to find a floor, option to press back into downward facing dog. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finding child's pose here is take the knees wide, the toes come together, the hips sink over the hips, really stretching the inner thighs, the glutes here. Let the upper body melt into the earth. When you're ready, coming back into tabletop position, square the knees so they're underneath the hips. Spread the hands wide, curl the toes, send the hips high into downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg high, three-legged dog. This time, instead of bending the knee, bringing it across, we'll bring it to the same elbow. So exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Last one. This time we'll actually plant the foot. So inhale, three-legged dog, finding our lizard pose. Exhale, bringing it to the right elbow. Now, if you can, bring that foot so it plants onto the earth. So we're finding that low lizard pose. Both hands are on the one side of the foot. The right foot is on the outside edge of your mat. Option to stay here in an active lizard pose, or option to lower the back knee and untuck the toes. So coming into more of a passive pose. So just noticing what your body's craving today. We'll bring the left hand so it's underneath the face, and then inhale to open that right arm up towards the sky. Exhale to lower that hand down. Option now to stay here tall onto the hands, or see if you can lower down onto the forearms, really coming into a deep stretch here. When you're ready, coming back up tall onto the hands. If you can, we're going to try and go back into that three-legged dog. So see if you can maybe wiggle the foot back so that the knee is kissing the elbow, and then press up into three-legged dog. Exhale, lower the leg down. Finding a brief child's pose here, knees together this time. Really just taking a rest. The head can come to the mat, taking 2 deep breaths. Preparing your strength for the other side. And then when you're ready, coming back through tabletop, curl the toes, send the hips high. We'll inhale the left knee high, the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, so it almost kisses the elbow, maybe a slight bend in the elbows. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the elbow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one here. Inhale up. Exhale, kisses the elbow. And then if you can, plant that foot. You might need to help the foot along, adjust it wherever you need to go. And then we'll bring the foot to the outside edge of that mat. The hands can stand tall. Option to lower the knee, untuck the toes. Just listening to what you feel like doing in your body today. We'll bring the right hand so it's underneath the face. Transfer the weight to that hand. Inhale to revolve and twist towards the left. Exhale to lower that hand down. From here, maybe you stay tall, really working on that stretch, working on the opening in the legs, or you bend down onto the forearms to help deepen. Coming back up, tall on the hands. If your back knee was lowered, lifting it, curling the toes. And then if you can, maybe just heel-toeing the foot, getting ready so you can kiss that knee to the elbow. Beautiful. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale to lower the leg down. Finding that child's pose briefly. The knees can be together or wide, whatever feels best for you. And then when you're ready, coming into your tabletop. So spreading the hands wide, the knees can be underneath the hips. We will find a little bit of glute work today. So it's a little something different, but I think it's something that you all will enjoy. So to begin, we will straighten that right leg. So the right leg is long, the toes can be pointed, and then shifting that leg out maybe 5 degrees. So not too much, but shifting it out towards the right. Beautiful. Press into the hands, squeezing the muscle to bone in that leg. We'll begin by just doing pulses, short pulses up and down. So lifting and lowering an inch, up and down. Beautiful. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now tracing small circles with that leg. So a small circle using the big toe, tracing it in one direction. Really, really small, using that toe almost as a pencil to trace those circles. For 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now unwind the other way. So tracing the opposite direction, really holding that core tight. For 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lifting it up another inch and then pulsing a little bit more here, just lifting up and down an inch. Beautiful. All right, now track the leg right behind you. So the leg is directly in line with the spine, and we'll do the same thing again. So just small pulses up and down, really feeling this now, maybe in the standing glute and the standing thigh. Pulsing up and down, beautiful. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping that toe pointed. Find those circles. So using the big toe, imagine it has a pencil or a pen on it and you're tracing a circle as small as a quarter, really keeping those movements small and isolating. For 3, 2, 1, trace that circle the opposite way. So unwinding, finding balance. Beautiful. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lifting it up another 2 inches as we tend to drop, as we begin to get fatigue. Pulsing here. Beautiful. For 3, 2, 1. Keeping that leg lifted, we'll lower onto the forearm. So keeping the fingertips faced forward, we'll draw the knee in and then exhale to kick the leg out. So drawing it in and then out. In and then out. You might start feeling this in that standing glute. Beautiful. We'll do 3 more. This is 2 and 3. Beautiful. Now bending the knee so the foot is almost standing on the ceiling. We'll just pulse almost as though you were kicking the ceiling to end it off on this side for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Draw that knee back beneath you, finding that child's pose, releasing from those movements. And then inhale to come back into your tabletop. So spread the fingers wide, draw the knees apart, really getting set up and stable for the other side. We'll inhale to lift that left leg long. Slide the leg out a couple degrees towards the left. I might just move a little bit so you can see. So lifting that leg and then sliding the leg out, really feeling how your left obliques are now engaged, and then slowly start pulsing. So lifting the leg up and down, up and down. And just feeling that pulse, feeling how the core has to stay strong to keep you from falling. Noticing maybe this side might be a little bit more fatigued than the other. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Start tracing circles now with that big toe. Really small, small circles. Beautiful. And then going the other way. So unwinding, finding balance, really keeping that core tight. We've already worked the one leg, so you might start feeling a little bit tired, but you can do it. So just stay strong, stay in the now, in the present. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Lifting that leg a little bit higher as we tend to lower when we start to get fatigued. Start pulsing a little bit here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Track the leg now directly behind you so it's in line with the spine. Are you squeezing the muscle to the bone? So everything is hugging tight into the midline. Now begin pulsing, lifting the leg up and down. Really feeling maybe it now in that standing glute. Taking rests at any point you need. Finding that breath. Finding that deep inhale, that deep exhale. Breathing in all the good. Letting go of all the bad. Start to circle, so circle in one direction, really feeling that small movement. Can you limit the shake in the upper body? Can you keep everything tight? We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other way, unwind, beautiful. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll lower down, pulse now, so lift it a little bit higher and pulse. So lifting and squeezing, really feeling it now in that glute. You got this. For 3, 2, and 1. Now lower onto the forearms. We'll bend the knee into the chest and then lifting the leg long. So exhale, draws the knee into the chest. Inhale to lift long. Exhale into the chest. Inhale to lift long. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bending that knee so it's at 90 degrees and then pulse that leg up towards the sky. We're almost done here. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job finding your child's pose. Take the knees wide, sink the hips, big toes together, let the forehead come to the mat. Coming back up, we'll find hero pose. So drawing the knees together, send the hips over top of the ankles, roll the shoulders down and back, finding some cleansing breaths here. Inhale through the nose, fill yourself up long and tall. Exhale to release. Inhale and exhale. Let the breath flow in and let the breath flow out. Just noticing your surroundings, what you hear, what you feel. And then when you're ready, we'll swing the legs around, bringing your seat to the earth. We'll bring the legs out wide and then bending the right sole of the foot so it's on the inside edge of the thigh. We'll inhale the arms up overhead, shift so your body's over top of that long leg, and then exhale to forward fold. And then when you're ready, we'll swing that right arm down and back, press into the heel and the knee, and lift the pelvis forward, arch the back here, and then exhale to lower down. Beautiful. We'll simply lift that knee and lift the foot up and over. So really hugging that knee into the chest, finding a glute stretch on that right side after we did a lot of glute work today. then circle that right arm down and back. We'll bring the elbow to the other side of the knee, really wringing the spine out of any negativity, of any energy or emotions that do not serve you. See if you can symbolically, with the wringing action, remove those from your being. And then exhale to release. We'll bring that leg now so it's long, and then opposite. So the left foot comes to the inside edge, really feeling as though your root bones were rooted into the earth. Inhale to lift the arms up overhead. Shift so the body's over top of that leg, and then exhale to forward fold. Letting the heart melt. And then when you're ready, use that left hand for momentum. Circle it down and back. Let it press into the earth. Lift the hips forward. Arch the spine. Exhale to lower down. Lifting that foot up and over. So you hug that knee into the chest. Really feeling the stretch with the left glute now. And then circle that left arm down and back, bringing the right elbow to the knee, coming into the spinal twist. And then exhale to release. We'll bring both legs so they're out in front of us, using our core here to lower down, all the way down onto our backs. Beautiful. When you get there, bring the soles of the feet so they're together. Simply lower the legs almost as though it was a butterfly, letting the soles of the feet come together, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly, connecting back with your breath. Reversing this so the knees come together, tented inwards, the feet come to the outside edges of the mat. Switching the hands now so the one hand comes to the heart, the other to the belly. Stretch the legs out long to the wide edges of your mat. Bring the palms so they face up. Roll the shoulders down and back. Closing the eyes if this feels comfortable to you. Doing a full body scan, starting at the head. Let your thoughts disappear. Relaxing the facial muscles. Letting the shoulders hang heavy. Noticing the fingers, how they naturally curl and draw inwards. Letting every organ feel heavy and healthy. Letting the hips feel secure. Relaxing the legs all the way down to the feet and the toes. Maybe spending a little bit more time here. And when you're ready, rolling onto your right side body. Bringing the arm to act as a pillow. And then when you're ready, keeping that stillness with you, that stillness deep, deep in the bottom of the ocean or the lake. Roll the shoulders down and back, keeping those eyes closed if you can. Just noticing the energy shift as your body becomes upright. Bringing the hands to heart center, maybe a slight bow of the head. Kindness is the language the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Thank you everyone for joining me with your practice today. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much for coming to today's practice. I hope to see you Tuesday at 12. So that was a great practice, everyone, and have a great rest of your Sundays. Thank you.